Number 6 feet 10 inches, number 33, Dante. At center, standing 7 feet 1, number 27, Rudy Gobert. After shooting guard position, standing 6'4", number 5, Anthony Edwards. The head coach of your home team, this is your Minnesota Timberwolves.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Utah Jazz. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Collier out there with Keontae George. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Sensabaugh in at the center. And for the Timberwolves, they've got Gobert. Thomas is out there with Anthony Edwards. Then there's Randolph. And it's Lowry in at the 3. Coming into this game, Stan, it's clear who the media thinks will win. We've been reading about it and hearing about it for the last couple days.
Yeah, but Kevin, you know, none of us in the media know what we're talking about. It's just a lot of speculation. And look, it's a cliche, but it's also true. The games aren't won on paper, they're won out on the court, and anyone in the NBA can beat anyone else on a given night.
Which makes me look forward to this one.
Absolutely.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Randolph. It's blocked. Here's Collier. Edwards defending. Another shot. And it's Collier missing. Now the Timberwolves with it. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
And as you would expect, they came out on top of last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect. Anything different this time around?
Well, possibly. Every year brings something new. This first meeting should tell us a lot.
It's George on the wing. Pass to Collier. Lets it go with a three. Randolph grabs the board. First quarter, just over a minute played. George against Thomas. Inside, Gobert. Thomas. And Thomas with the second chance points.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Here's Eldama. Outside, Barrett. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Edwards. Lowry for three. And it's Utah with the rebound. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, you hate to lose the kind of game where it just seems like it gets away from you. They played good basketball for most of it, but then just collapsed and opened that door for the comeback.
And the Timberwolves with possession here, following the bucket by the Jazz.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, I like when Gobert's teammates use his length on offense. Textbook alley-oop there.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. Makes it off the glass.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Edwards passes to Thomas. And then Thomas with the jam.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And a first time out of the game called for Utah. And, Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. A very nice season for him last year. He put in about 16 points a game last year, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
Here's Lowry, following the bucket by the Jazz. Outside, Randolph. Back to Lowry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul, second team.
Hey, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
And with a few games in the books, Greg, what's the key for coaches during this part of the season?
And Kevin, if I were a head coach, I'd be trying to nail down my best 5. NBA games are mostly decided in that final 3 or 4 minutes, so I want to know who I can trust when it matters most.
From Team George. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly.
Oh, here's Edwards. Last game he had 13. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
For the Jazz, Dudley's checked in, and it's Williams in for Collier.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Outside Williams. There's the pass to Aldama. To the paint. Dudley's shot is good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Passes it to Turner. Outside Edwards. Back to Turner. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Here's Dillingham. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Aldama passes to Quickly. Over Thomas. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Good read by Aldama. His selfless attitude is why his guys enjoy playing with him.
Pass to Landale. Pass to Dillingham. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Quickly against Thomas. Takes it from 10. And it's quickly missing. So for the Timberwolves, their last game, a win against Oklahoma City. Thomas passes to Turner. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in blocked shots last year. 5th, the Jazz.
Well, last season, this was a team that prided itself on protecting the rim. They were not an easy group to score on inside. Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And Turner stays with it. Quickly. With it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Memphis.
Yeah, and how about his assist numbers, too? He was their offense. He was just doing everything out there.
Utah calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The Jazz making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Now, here's Quickly. And there's the pass to Dudley. Here's Williams. Pass to Sensabaugh. He kicks to Dudley. Just 5 to shoot. to the lane. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second. After making his first. Dudley against Thomas. To the middle. Landale pass to Turner. And here's Edwards from the arc. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Edwards got 7 points. Jazz trail by 9. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Sensabaugh. And it's blocked. Here is Edwards. 7 points in the game. Outside Thomas. 16 feet away. That shot, no good.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the Base. Right back after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Substitution on the court.
Thomas against Quickly. Thomas passes to Landale. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Landale's got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves. Now Quickly. For three. Landale grabs the miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Thomas passes to Landale. Count it. And now it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
And here is Quickly. Pass to Aldama. Back to Quickly. Just 5 on the clock. The Jazz with another miss.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Morris, no good.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert. Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Thunder put on a show. He had 27 points, and he was a two-way player, causing the opponent headaches on offense and defense. He had his fingerprints all over that game, doing everything he could to help his team. We'll see if he can... repeat that performance tonight. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
To the inside. Here's Williams, and the slam by Williams.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. .114 left in the first half. Morris kicks to Turner. Quickly against Thomas. Over Quickly, and the basket by Thomas. Thomas got 11 points.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Jazz trail by 9. Quickly with it. 9 points in the game so far. Barrett, no good. In the corner, it's Morris. Outside Thomas. Back to Morris.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Quickly looking it over. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Edwards against Barrett. Outside Edwards. Landale. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor. But replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that.
And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Thomas is out there with Anthony Edwards. Then there's Randolph. And it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Lowry in at the 3, the small forward. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. It's Barrett on the wing. Here's Sensabaugh. He's covered by Randolph. Sensabaugh, no good.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Lowry against Barrett. Fires away from outside. Randolph grabs the board. Randolph's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
You know, talking to Keontae George, he credits film watching for much of his success. I like that kind of element he brought up.
Yeah, they say he also spends a lot of time talking to veterans on the team, seeks advice from them and coaches. He's a real student of the game, and that has helped speed up the process for him.
Boy, a guy like that, coach, has got to be fun to coach.
Yeah, those are the guys you're looking for.
Rollins checked in for Utah. Williams comes in for Barrett.
Right there, Edwards uses the screen to create the space he needs.
Here's Collier. Edwards defending. Here's Rollins, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Rollins got his first 2 points of the night. Tipped away. Gobert dishes to Edwards. Feeds it to Randolph. Misses the baby hook. Jazz trail by 15. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniel said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Farrell's checked in for Minnesota. Dillingham comes in for Edwards. George with the ball. Defended now by Dillingham. And there it is for him. 6 points from Keontae George.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Pass to Dillingham. Back to Thomas. And Thomas with the stuff.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
The shot by George, no good.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Thomas passes to Lowry. Thomas feeling it out a bit. Here's Gobert. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 3 assists now in this one. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. 17-point game. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Now here's Thomas. He's got 21. Over to the wing. Here's Dillingham. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And Thomas with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Island's checked in. And a switcher also for Utah. Dudley's checked in. Here's Williams. And a miss there off the inbound. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Keontae George picks one up. And a look now at how the offense... So it's the Timberwolves now, taking a look at the Jazz. Williams is out there with R.J. Barrett. Then it's George. Then it's Collier. And it's Dudley in at the 5, roaming the paint. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lowry. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. And the Timberwolves lead by 19. Here's George. Pass to Collier. 3-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Yeah, what a pass right there by George. That's the kind of play that really helps improve team chemistry.
Outside Edwards. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Isaiah Collier.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
No good on that one. Here we are, Stan. More and more great international players in the NBA, and you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu was a big part of what we did in Orlando.
Yes.
Was a most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
Thomas kicks to Edwards. There's the triple. The rebound by the Jazz.
Well, and after making just 1 triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
James against Barrett, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And now we'll look at the upcoming schedule for the Jam. Monday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Thursday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Shoots a fader off the left rim and out.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Barrett the pass to George. The shot misses. Minnesota leading by 17. Thomas dishes to Randolph. Thomas kicks to Edwards. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Offensive rebound and slam dunk by Randolph.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
I mean, the defense basically gave that one to him.
Utah calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Sabar is checked in. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Outside, Barrett. Outside for George. 4 on the shot clock. To stop the drought, Thomas with the block. Lowry against Barrett. With the steal. The pass to Conley. Back to George. Gobert with the block.
Well, you have to be aware of Gobert on the floor. He's got a few Defensive Player of the Year trophies.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Jazz now. Jazz trail by 19. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Sensabaugh. George looking over the floor. Passes to Aldama. Some solid defense from Randolph.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. Here's Lowry. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Thomas against George. 5 to shoot.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates picked up the slack.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
George with the ball. Guarded now by Randolph. Pass to Aldama. They need this one. Another miss by Utah. Timberwolves leading by 21. Here's Thomas. A slam dunk by Thomas.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness. He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
High post, Gobert. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Dillingham's checked in for the Timberwolves. And Utah with a change here, too. Manuel quickly, he's checked in for George. And Gobert drops them both. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game, and so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number one, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a
That's the law for the Jazz. Deadly. One shot.
The free throw drops for Dudley. 12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Now Thomas. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
Stand on all 10 and ain't a soul that's gonna take from me. I done life be fairy tale, they be make-believe. If I tell her I'll be right back, yeah, she gon' wait for me. I love my every name from A to Z. Yeah, these got me. How the
It's going in!
Hey, need some help? When's team dinner? I'm starving. You'll never get better watching other players work out. Go do something. What's the weather like outside? I feel like I've been stuck here forever. Come on, back to work.
Yeah, we got this. Don't worry.
more.
Quick, eat time. I got you out. Watch the screen. We always be ready. I got it. I'll take it.
Come to me, come to me. Get it, go get it.
Watch him. Let's do this.
I run this.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
Yes, sir. That's the way I back up my game.
Great game.
Great choice. That's a difference maker.
Me, had you had your body